Hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Graves here. You know what? I heard something very interesting recently. I heard that you guys were learning about hmm, community helpers. I was shocked to know this. I began thinking about, boy, you know what? I know of a community helper. That would be me. I'm a community helper. I'm a principal in our community. And then I got to thinking, you know what? Our community is known for one thing. We're known as the BUFORD Wolves. So I brought my friend Wolfie here along to kind of compare how me as a principal is like Wolfie here. So let's go ahead and get started. So Wolfie here, Wolfie's a member of a pack. He's a member of a pack of wolves. Just like I'm a member of a pack. I'm a member of our school. Our school is Buford Elementary School, and it's made up of different individuals like you. You're part of the pack. You are students at Buford Elementary School. There are others involved here too. That would be our staff. The staff is part of that as well. So when you think about wolves and a principal, we're both members of a pack. That would be our school. Now, there's something very important to remember that within the pack, there is what's called an alpha. And so within Wolfie's pack, he might be the alpha male. And so that means that he helps to lead the school. Just like I might be, I don't consider myself to be an alpha, but I consider to be the leader of the school as the principal. So just like Wolfie here, we're members of packs and we have leaders. And I am the leader of our school. So if we have Wolfie here, and Wolfie is the alpha wolf in his pack, there's several things that he does. A couple of the things he does, he makes sure he protects his pack. He also helps to defend it, to make sure nobody hurts any of the other wolves that are part of his pack. And he's going to stand up for the pack. He's going to do everything he can for the pack. And that's kind of like me as the principal here. I have to make sure that our school is safe and to make sure that everybody's treated fairly and that everybody's learning and doing the best possible thing they can each and every day, and that you guys are getting great instruction, meaning you're learning, your teachers are doing a great job doing the best that they can to teach you everything that they need to know. Now, Wolfie here, he's also responsible for making sure that he shows kindness and generosity and love towards those other wolves in the pack. And that's kind of like what I do here too as the principal. I try to treat everybody with kindness. I try to serve. I try to love on all of you guys, and just to make sure that that you feel loved. And I try to show that unconditional love, no matter what you may do. Sometimes you might make a mistake, but still, Mr. Graves loves you. And we all have our good and our bad days, and that's okay. But as the leader, we overcome that and we look past that and we try to get better each and every day. And that's one of the things that I know Wolfie does as the leader of the pack, and that's what I try to do here too as the principal at Buford Elementary School. So something pretty interesting about Wolfie here, he is, as the alpha wolf in his pack, as the leader, he is with those pups until they fully mature and they grow up. And so he's with them every step of the way to try to make sure that they are safe and secure as they continue to grow up until they become adolescent or fully grown wolves. So that's kind of what we have to do here each day. We are here to help support you in any which way we can. We want you to be successful in life, and so we try to prepare you for that. We want to try to help you to get to that point where you are a great student. And we're going to work with you and do everything we can to ensure that you are doing the best that you can and living up to your full potential. And that's what Wolfie tries to do with the pups that are in his pack. So, something really funny about Wolfie as one of the alpha males, he likes to have fun too. And he likes to play and roughhouse with all the little pups. They'll come up to him and they'll nibble at him and he'll nibble back at them, and they'll wrestle around. Just kind of like maybe if you've got a couple of cats or dogs at your house and you see them playing together, they roughhouse with one another. Well, you know what? as the leader of the school, one of the things I want to make sure that I do too, we have a great time here. There's going to be days that we play. There's going to be times that we really laugh. My job is to try to make school fun and exciting for you guys. So I know that that's what Wolfie tries to do within his pack also. A few minutes ago, we talked about how Wolfie, as the leader of the pack, he has to lead and protect and stand up for his pack. He has to lead with strength. He has to show that he is strong in the pack and that he has a big heart. And so one of the things I have to do is I have to make sure that I'm mentally strong as well. I have to know lots of things. I have to try to know everything that's going on in the school, what direction we're going. I need to be able to stand up for what's right. I need to protect you guys, and I'm loyal to our school, and I'm loyal to our staff, and I'm loyal to you guys, and I want to make sure that I'm doing right by you and everything that goes on here. So, that's one of the things that he has to do. He has to lead with strength and with heart, and I have to do the same thing here as the leader of BUFORD Elementary School. And Wolfie here, he has to have a nurturing and tender heart within his pack. At the same time, being very strong and leading the pack. But I have to do the same thing here too. I have to show comfort and care for all of our staff and for you guys, and even some of your parents sometimes. So I have to be very understanding. So Wolfie here, there's going to be times where I'm sure that wolves get down and they might be sad sometimes. And so we have individuals here that feel that way sometimes. So I have to be very comforting and have to show lots of care. I have to be very caring in a lot of the things that we have to do. I have to be able to listen and listen to what others say. And so I want to make sure that I'm doing right by not only you guys, but your teachers and the other staff members that work here at BUFORD Elementary School. Wolfie here, we've touched on this just a little bit, but, he has to be committed to his pack. He has to be committed and dedicated so that he knows that every one of the wolves in his pack is taken care of. And that's the same way that I have to be as a principal of an elementary school or the principal of any school. You have to be committed and dedicated to the school and the staff and the students, to the parents and the community. And so, I'm just like Wolfie in that respect. And I have a quote here that I want to read to you guys. And it says, "The main characteristic of an alpha male wolf is a quiet confidence, quiet self-assurance. You know what you need to do. You know what's best for your pack. You lead by example. You're very comfortable with that. You have a calming effect." And so that really hits home to me. And I really tried, as a principal, I have to do those same type of things that Wolfie has to do as a leader of his pack. And so that's a little bit about how Wolfie here and Mr. Graves, the principal of BUFORD Elementary School, are alike. Okay, boys and girls, hopefully by now you have a good picture of what a principal does each and every day. Just some of the characteristics that you have to have in order to be a principal. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to turn to a neighbor, or you can have a short discussion with your teacher. I just want you to think about some of the things that we talked about. I want you to brainstorm some of those things that we just talked about. What a principal does, what a principal does, what a principal does. Teachers, at this point, hit that pause button and then have that short discussion, or allow your children to talk to a neighbor and give maybe one or two things I might do here at BUFORD Elementary School. Okay, so hopefully you had a great discussion with your classmates and your teacher, just reviewing some of the things that I do here each and every day. But the next thing I want to just touch briefly on is, how do you get to be a principal? How do you get to be a principal? How do you get to be in this position? Well, the first thing is, it starts at school. You have to have a good education. You have to go to school. And so that's what you're doing right now. It all starts right now. Coming to school is like your job. And our job is to help you to learn how to do school and to help you to learn the different things that you need to learn. And so it all starts with an education. So you have to have a good education in order to become a principal. Another thing is you've got to go to college. So if you start dreaming big right now, that I want to go to college, maybe you don't want to be a principal. That's okay, but still, there are lots of good jobs that you can get by going to college, and that's one of the things that you might want to shoot for. And the next thing is, after college, you have to become a teacher. And so I'm sure that that your teachers have a lot of great stories of when they were first a teacher that you might want to ask them about. I'm sure they've got some interesting stories they could tell you. But you have to become a teacher. And then after you become a teacher, then you move into leadership. And so that's what I did. I was a teacher, but then I became an assistant principal. Assistant principal is somebody who helps out the principal, but they do a lot. They do a lot. They do a lot. They might not have the title, but you don't always necessarily have to have that title. They do a lot of things within a school. They help to lead that school also. And so you become an assistant principal, and that's just somebody that helps out the principal. And with that, you have to gain experience. You have to gain experience in that role for some time before you become a principal. And, another couple of things here. You've got to have good character. We talk about using our PAWS here, PAWS. Those are those character pieces. And when we say walk with respect, that's where we treat others the way that we want to be treated. And, you have to have that character piece in order to become a principal as well. And also, too, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of perseverance because there's going to be a lot of doors that close. You might not get a job that you were hoping for, and you just have to keep pushing forward to try to reach your dreams. So you got to show that perseverance. And then that's that belief that you can do it. We can say that P is positive attitude, that you've got that belief that you can do it. And those are just some of the things that will help you to get to be a principal. So boys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this morning and just hearing me talk a little bit about what Wolfie and I have in common as far as how we help to lead. He leads his pack and I lead our pack here at BUFORD Elementary School, our school. And so hopefully you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great time learning about all the community helpers that are in our community, because there are lots of community helpers, and I hope you have a great time learning about just the different individuals in our community that help us to have great lives and be successful. You guys have a fantastic time, and I will see you around.